It's 10:19 and it's April 1st. I forgot my moisturizer. Hold please. It has definitely been a minute since I've vlogged. My voice sounds a little crazy because I was sick last week. I'll kind of get into that. Obviously by my hair. I took a shower. Today's gonna be a fun day and I'm really excited for it, but I thought I'd start off this video by kind of explaining where I've been, why I haven't been uploading, all that good stuff. The short answer is I'm just so busy and tired. I don't think I uploaded at all in March, which is very unusual for me because March is my birthday month. My birthday is March 16th. So my birthday has passed. Thank you to everybody who did wish me a happy birthday. I didn't even post on Instagram because I really didn't get any pictures from that day. But reviewing the month of March. The first week of March was my spring break and I basically just worked a lot. And then the week after my spring break, my friend Gavin came into town and he stayed with me for like a week. And I really wanted to vlog while he was here, which by the way, if you saw me post for my birthday with Gavin is not my boyfriend. A lot of people think that he is. Him and I are very close. We went to high school together. He was just staying with me during that time and he is gay. So we're not dating. I love Gavin, one of my favorite people in the world. We did a bunch of stuff while he was here, but at the same time, the week that he was here for his spring break was the first week of my new classes. So if you don't know, I'm taking 15 credit hours this semester, which means that I have 5 total classes. It's 3 credit hours a class. This is my first semester taking 15 credit hours instead of 12, and I'm definitely feeling the difference in just that one extra class. The way that I did 15 credit hours is I have a 16-week class that goes all the way through the semester, which for me is microeconomics, and then I had 2 8-week classes and 2 8-week classes. I'm actually in midterms this week for my classes, and if you were confused as to like why I said I had finals and stuff coming up in my last video, that's why. It's because those classes are faster. So Gavin was here and I really wanted to vlog. We went to like Chinatown and we kind of just like explored Chicago and walked around a lot, but at the same time with the new classes that I had, and then also now that it's getting busier, I had a lot more shifts that week. I was so busy. I was just running around everywhere. Like pulling out a camera was not even on my mind, and I didn't sleep very much, if we're being completely honest. He left the morning of my birthday. We ended up staying out until like 1 a.m. on March 16th. I went to bed around 2:30 and he woke me up at 4:30 because his plane left like super early, and I was already planning on getting up early to get ready because on March 16th, my actual birthday, it was Chicago St. Patty's Day, so I was actually working all day. I worked 19 hours on my birthday and we opened early. I worked 2 jobs, which I now have 3 jobs. I'll kind of get into that too. That's another reason I've been so damn busy. But no, I went to bed at 2 because I got 2.5 hours of sleep. Not the point. I was running on 2.5 hours of sleep and then I worked 19 hours. Let's just say there was a lot of Celsius that day to get me through the day. I'll put a picture here. I really did not have time to get pictures or anything, but I just had like a simple black dress that I got from Amazon. I didn't want to buy anything too extravagant because I knew that it would get ruined. But I also had a tiara and a sash. The sash said "It's my birthday" because I was like, if I'm gonna work on my birthday, I'm gonna let everybody know it's my birthday. I pulled my hair back into a slick back ponytail and curled it. I also got up to like shave my legs, do all that kind of stuff. Then I had to be at work at 8 a.m. Everybody was like, oh, that sucks that you have to work on your birthday, but it's like, okay, I was asked if I wanted off like 3 months in advance and I told them no. And if you've ever worked in the restaurant industry, like sometimes that's just how it happens, and I'm not gonna take off on the busiest day of the year just because it happened to land on my birthday. So that was the day of like the river dyeing, the parade, everything. It was the Saturday before actual St. Patty's Day. And then I got off work at 3 a.m. went to bed at 4:30-ish. I was so dead. And then I had to get up the next morning and do another 14 hours. So I was completely exhausted and I decided to go out with people afterwards. We kind of did like a little celebration thing of getting through St. Patty's Day weekend. It wasn't really a celebration. Like I think that's kind of how we thought about it, but we all just went out to Durno's afterwards, which if you don't know what Durno's is, it's a 4 a.m. bar. But it was fun. I almost didn't go because I was so exhausted. But anyway, so that was my birthday. That's why there's no video. I literally have not done anything for my birthday. Actually, today is the first time that I'm actually like celebrating at all. And then to recover from St. Patty's Day weekend, I kind of lost Monday and Tuesday as like days. They just didn't exist to me. I was not okay. I was not a person. I slept a lot. But then of course that week of school was extremely busy for me. So then I was super stressed out because I didn't do anything for school school Monday and Tuesday, and then I had to like cram everything on top of working because again, I'm getting more shifts because it's busy. And then March Madness started and we were like opening early, and that week was crazy. That weekend I worked 2 more open to closes, I think. And then last week, so a week ago on Monday, I was super tired, of course. I had not slept very much. The exhaustion and the like running around, drinking way too much caffeine, not really taking a break finally caught up to me, and I got really sick on Tuesday. I had a fever of 101.4 and I literally felt like I was dying. The headache I was experiencing, I struggle with migraines my entire life. They run in both sides of my family, and so if I get a headache, I usually just like brush it off because I'm so used to it. This headache was like nothing I've ever experienced. It literally felt like somebody was taking a band from my temples and around the front of my head and just like squeezing, and I did not know what to do. I kept my dad on the phone for like an hour while I just sat and cried in pain because I just like I was gonna go crazy if I didn't. I needed just like somebody else there. I think I slept probably about 27-28 hours in those 2 days. Like my body just said, no, you're going to sleep. Like this, we're not doing anything else. You can't do anything. You don't have the energy to. And I was like, okay, I guess this is it. So then I lost those 2 days. I was really mad about that because I was gonna try to get caught up from all the stuff that I couldn't the past week because of St. Patty's Day weekend, and then I lost 2 more days. Anyway, luckily I was able to get all my stuff done on time. It's like, yeah, I caught up on all my sleep, but I'm gonna lose all of it again. I don't know. It's like a never-ending cycle, but that's just kind of where I am in life right now. So to go back to the third job, this job is not one that I work very often, and I got it probably about a month ago, and the owner reached out to me and was like, hey, we need help. It's a new business, and whenever I first started, I did a couple days a week for them, but lately I haven't been working too much because I've just been telling them like I'm so exhausted, and the only availability I really have is Monday, Tuesday mornings, and for this job I have to get up at like, it's a cafe, so I have to get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's just not feasible whenever I work until between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. on Sunday nights. Like it's just, plus with my new classes, I'm in accounting and management on top of microeconomics. Those classes just take me so long. Like I'm bombarded with work all the time because accounting within itself is probably taking me about 30 hours a week just with the stuff that I have to do for it, and the way that the class is set up, taking notes is a lot more difficult, and I have to like read the full textbook. And then between my other 2 jobs, I'm already working 5 days a week, with 2 of those days usually being open to closes. Anyway, I worked at the cafe this morning for a couple hours. Somebody asked me to cover their shift, and I closed last night, and so I'm tired today because I went to bed around 2-ish, 2:30-ish, got up at 6 this morning. I really wanted to go back to sleep, but at this point I'm just like, literally, what's the point? So I'm getting ready for the day because today, Des and Olivia, which if you guys watch my Vlogmas, they were in my Vlogmas, we're having like a full girls day. They're kind of treating it as like my birthday celebration. They're taking me to lunch. I think we're getting sushi. We're going to Barnes & Noble. We're gonna get our nails done, I'm pretty sure. Like it's just gonna be a really fun day. Since this week is midterms, I don't have as much homework. Most of what I need to do is study, which I do need to study a lot because these exams are proctored, and I'm just not fully confident in my retention of the information within these classes. Definitely need to take some time to like really sit down. I bought index cards because I'm gonna try to study that way, but I am gonna take today because I just need a day, and we'll probably study later. Let me do my mascara and then I'll keep talking. Mascara is done. On top of all of that, the beginning of this year has just been filled with a lot of adult stuff. Like I had to kind of make a decision on what I'm gonna do with my lease here. Also, I had to get my ID renewed. Obviously, the beginning of the year, I feel like it's just a busy time for everybody. Little things like that. So I've been kind of dealing with all that. And then on top of all of that, something else I guess I should talk about is my decision on school. I'm not dropping out of school, but I have decided that I do want to go to school in person, and I have been thinking about this for a while. I really started thinking about it in January, and then whenever I went to St. Louis in January, I spent a lot of time on Lindenwood's campus. That was kind of what confirmed to me that I wanted to be in person. I just loved being on campus. I can't explain the feeling. It was just like I actually felt like a student, and I really loved it. Also, I plan to like get my MBA after undergrad. An in-person degree is going to look a lot better for better schools whenever I look into where I want to go for that. not. But I don't want to go back to St. Louis. I don't want to move back. I also think that like networking with in-person schooling and trying to make new friends and finding like-minded people will be a lot easier through college. I always felt like I didn't need the college experience because I'm not a partier or anything like that. I don't care about that part of the college experience, but there's a lot more that comes out of it. So I started looking into schools in Chicago because I didn't want to move back home and stay through Lindenwood if I didn't have to. My number one choice was DePaul because obviously, like, yes, University of Chicago and Northwestern are great schools and I would love to go to them, but 6% acceptance rate is a little, I feel like we're pushing my luck a little bit with that one. So I didn't even bother applying to them, but I applied to DePaul and I got in for the fall 2024 semester. So I'm kind of in the middle of deciding exactly what I'm going to do with that too, because while yes, DePaul is my number one choice and staying in Chicago is what I really want to do, there's a lot that goes into it, especially when you support yourself in the third largest city in the United States. I know myself well enough to know that I'll figure it out, but moving back home to St. Louis makes a lot more sense for so many reasons. It's financially a lot more doable, not just with the schooling, but with rent. I have a lot more people. Well, actually, I don't even know if I would argue that. My family's in St. Louis, yes, but I have quite a few people here in Chicago now too. I don't know. I also don't really want to live alone anymore, so I have to kind of figure that out. But that is a new development. I'm very excited about that. I found out that I got accepted in like mid-February or something, so it's been a while. It's been sitting in my head, but I've had so many other things to do. I did end up signing a 6-month lease with this place. That was the shortest lease that they offered besides month to month to give myself a little bit more time to decide. I also didn't want to deal with moving in the middle of a semester. Like if I had to move in literally 15 days from today, I don't know what I would do. Like I'm so busy right now. There's no way. We'll see. I'm looking into a couple things with that. That's where I've been. I've just been so incredibly busy and hardly sleeping, working a lot. School takes up literally 80% of my time now. And while I love it, I haven't really been able to do anything for myself. So today we're taking a day. It's gonna be a girls' day. It's gonna be really fun. Right now I'm relaxing. I think everybody's gonna kind of text each other at like 11 and we're gonna update each other on the plan and kind of get a better idea. I've been recording for a long time and I know that the beginning of this video is gonna be really long, so I'm sorry, but I just feel like there was a lot to update on. I'll see you guys whenever I know more and whenever my hair is dry. I'm gonna let it air dry a little bit more and then I'll probably blow dry it. It is now 2:32. I'm gonna leave here pretty soon. Des actually didn't wake up until about 1, so we didn't meet at 1. Since we're getting kind of a late start to the day, we've decided not to do Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble is out in the suburbs. There's no Barnes & Noble within the city. We've been talking about doing a trip for a while, but that's gonna be like another day kind of thing. It's like a whole day thing. We're gonna go to Kamahachi for sushi. Apparently they have a happy hour deal starting at like 3, so that's good. And then we're gonna get our nails done, and then I actually need to go to the Apple store at some point. I would like to go today because I need to get a new Apple Watch because mine broke. I was looking at the Apple Watches and honestly, I think I'm just gonna go for the SE because it's so much cheaper. When I say my Apple Watch broke, I mean, I put it on the charger on Saturday night and then whenever I went to go get it on Sunday morning, it wasn't turning on and it just won't turn on at all. I don't know what happened. Anyway, I've had it since like 2019, so I need to get a new one anyway. And I don't use it for anything crazy, but especially whenever I'm super busy at work, it does come in handy whenever I can't have my phone on me at all times just to see like if anybody is trying to reach out to me or whatever. Also, whenever I need something at work and I'm not able to like leave where I'm at, it's really nice to just be able to reach out to my managers or something that way. I feel weird not wearing it. There's nothing on my wrist anymore except for my bracelets. Yeah, the bracelets look cute on their own, but it's like phantom. I don't know how to describe it. Outfit is nothing crazy. It's black leggings, black long sleeve. I threw on this trench coat. I look more put together than I am. And then I have booties on. We're meeting at work at like 2:45 and then we are walking over to Kamahachi around 3. That'll be fun. I don't have much else to say, so I'll just see you guys whenever I get there. Is anybody else recording this while I'm doing it?
No, I want to watch with my eyes.
I'm doing both. It's gonna be a really big bite. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
My mouth immediately started watering. Oh, please don't ever do that again. That was terrifying.
It's God.
I have tears in my eyes. I have tears in my eyes. I didn't even eat it. I have full body goosebumps right now.
It's raining, we gotta hurry. I'm at the Apple store. Sorry I haven't vlogged much. It's been kind of like hectic, but we're at the Apple store now. I'm just gonna grab an Apple Watch, call it a day. Oh my god, that's so big. That's literally huge. I do not need that size. I think this is the pink color. Why is it not focusing? We just got our pedicures. Des ended up paying for mine, which she really didn't have to do that. And I tried to argue with her, but so we got our sushi. Ebony joined us for sushi too, but I didn't really record there. You guys saw me eat a whole lot of wasabi, which had no effect on me. Here are the options that we have. I think this is the Starlight, and I actually really, why are you not focusing? Oh no, that's Starlight. I like whatever this is. I also need to figure out what band I want. These ones here are actually my favorite. What is it, stainless steel? I really love that, but it's like $300 more and I'm not doing that. I use my Apple Watch for very basic things, so I'm not investing a whole lot of money. I'm literally just gonna get the SE and call it a day. I'm gonna put my name down. I'll be right back. Purchase has been made. It was very fast. Took maybe a total of 10 minutes. I also came in and knew exactly what I wanted. Oh my god. Ignore that on my chin. We're not gonna talk about that. Waiting on my Uber. I should be home in a few minutes, and I will see you guys there. We're back. I just set up the ring light, the little one. We're gonna do a little unboxing. Before I left, whenever I saw that it was raining, I was like, of course today is the day that I do a hair mask and everything on my hair. Now that it's getting longer and heavier, it doesn't have as much volume. Let's open the new Apple Watch. I will probably put on one of the bands that I already have. Here she is. We can add this to my collection of Apple boxes. Oh, I also have to say, I never get pedicures. My thing is that I don't do anything that shows off my feet, and my feet are in tennis shoes like 90% of my life. So to me, getting a pedicure has never really been worth the money. But at the same time, I have wanted to get one because since I do work on my feet so much, I should take care of them, which I do. I do the bare minimum that I need to do, and there's nothing wrong with my feet, but I should probably take a little bit of extra care with them. I have to say, I loved it. They did like a foot mask and everything. It like hydrated my feet, and also the calf massage. We all know I need that. I think once every few months I'll probably do something like that. I looked at Olivia and I was like, you know, you guys are the ones that brought up pedicures, and after I do this, I'm gonna want to keep up with it. So you guys have got me sucked into another thing that I gotta keep up with. My camera's gonna die. Let's try to unbox this before it dies, and then if it dies in the middle, then I'll just stop unboxing and I'll come back. When you open it, it looks like this. So this is the watch face. I'm gonna plug it in. I'm gonna give it like 10 minutes. Alexa, pause. I could talk for like a whole hour about Eternal Sunshine, and actually I'm gonna be doing that tonight. I'm gonna FaceTime Hayden tonight and we're gonna talk about it because she's been listening to the album and we've been like sending each other videos on Snapchat, kind of talking back and forth, but we have to actually talk in depth. You know what I mean? Let's open the band first. I just got the Starlight Sport Band. Honestly, I was gonna get one of the metal ones that I forget what it's called. I'll put a picture here. I was gonna get one of those, but then I tried it on in the store and I was like, I feel like that would annoy me. This is the band that I got. If I'm being completely honest, I'm probably going to use one of the bands that I bought from Amazon just because these bands are so thick and I like the look of the smaller band better. But I think that this is a really pretty color. It's a really good neutral. It feels so big because I'm so used to having the smaller one. Now we open the face. I don't even know if that was satisfying. Here it is. I just got the SE because I didn't think that it was necessary to spend a whole lot of money. The SE starts at like 250 bucks. I paid $300 after everything because I did get Apple Care on it just because I think it's better to be safe than sorry. I got the color Starlight. I'm gonna put a band on it. Let's go for the white band. The white band will actually look good on it. I was definitely not gonna make the mistake of getting another rose gold or pink Apple Watch. I just feel like the rose gold didn't go with much. Like it was fine, but it couldn't go with everything, and I like things that can go with everything. That's why I get neutral colors and everything because neutrals just work well together. I love the white. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Maybe I need to sit on the charger real quick. As I was saying, I got the Starlight. This is the color of the Starlight. You can see it's basically silver, but it has a little bit of a tint to it. It's a very, very pretty color. I got the 41 millimeter, which is the smallest one that they had in the SE. I don't know if that is the same size as the one I had before. It might be a little bit bigger, but the one I had before, I am gonna take it in to see if they can like turn it on, and if so, then I'm gonna trade it in because I can get like 90 bucks out of it, so why not? I know that it seems kind of crazy that like, oh, my Apple Watch just stopped working, so I went and bought a new one. I've been thinking of getting a new one anyways, just because mine is so old and the battery wasn't working as well. Siri was really slow. It's just, I've had it for a very long time. I just felt like it was time for an upgrade. But again, because I use it for such basic things, I didn't want to invest a whole bunch of money into it. I'm gonna let this sit on the charger for a while. I'm probably gonna get like all my grocery shopping and everything done. I'm gonna call Hayden, and then once it's kind of turned on and I've set it up, because that's not gonna be an interesting process to watch at all, I will show you guys what it looks like. I'm gonna keep the white band on it because the white band is so pretty with the Starlight. Very happy with my purchase. purchased so far. I had an amazing time. I know that I didn't vlog much, but Kamahachi, if you've ever been there, it's a very quiet place. Vlogging is not necessarily something that is easy to do. And I also, to be honest, just got really caught up in conversation. We had a great time. Food was great. I got a little roll. I had some edamame. Oh, and then we had mochi. We each had half of a piece of mochi because they told me that I need to get a dessert because this is technically my birthday lunch. They were like, oh, get something sweet. And I was like, I'm not in the mood, but okay. It was matcha mochi. It was really good. And then I'm not gonna flash my feet on camera, but I will say getting a pedicure done, as somebody who is not very fond of their feet, I actually really like my feet now. And I think that they're cute. I don't know how to explain that, but seeing them painted and having them done, I was like, oh, like I don't hate looking at them now. Kind of confirmed to me that I need to take better care of them because they do a lot for me. I'll be back later. I'm still like half asleep. It is 9:55. I had to get up this morning to go to one of my jobs for a short little training. It was cool. But now that I'm back for that, I just wanted to show the Apple Watch. I think this one looks so much better. It's really rainy and cloudy in Chicago. It was like that yesterday too. It's gonna be like that tomorrow. But anyway, this is the new Apple Watch. I'm keeping the white band on it because I think it's so pretty. Like, yes, the white band is probably going to get dirty, but I'll just try to keep up with cleaning it. I love the starlight. I haven't really used it too much. I will say setting it up last night got kind of like complicated. It was telling me to update my phone, so then I had to update my phone, and then I don't know, it was a whole thing, but we got it. And I didn't restore the data from like my last watch. I think it had to be on, and that watch had to be updated. Maybe that's why it was telling me to update my phone, because I was like, this watch should be all the way updated, but I think it was having me update my phone to update the other one so that I could try to restore the data. So I ended up updating my phone. This is my Celsius from this morning. This is the first one that I'm having. I'm gonna try to only have one today. Today's kind of like cozy vibes. Like, I want to stay home, but I work at 6. For the rest of the day today, I'm just gonna be studying. Then I'm gonna go to work. Might do a little bit of editing just because I feel like I haven't edited in so long. I also have some homework to do, so it's not just studying. I've already started on the flashcards for accounting. I'm going by chapter and I'm gonna like separate them and then quiz myself. I'm gonna bring them to work tonight and have somebody quiz me. Based off of how the weather is looking, I don't think that we'll be that busy. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. I'm gonna try to figure out a schedule to where I am able to upload more often. I think I might just need to go back to like the simple editing style. Like, I really want to take the time to make big productions out of my videos, but I just don't have the time to do that right now. And I also don't want my content to be too repetitive because a lot of my days look very similar. It's work and school and all of that. But I'll try to plan some fun things. I'll try to think of something. I really want to get back to it. I really love creating. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you have not already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.